must tell us that story about you going to that school alone. That story you must tell us.
Okay, we'll do. Yes, yes.
Good, good, good.
Don't worry, Jimmy, she has been well briefed.
Yes.
I hope your network is good, Parinaz.
Yeah, yeah.
As of now, it is working. Pachi agal Baba jane.
You know, there was a Baba lover who was very close to Baba. His name was Baba Jane.
Yes, Toddy Singh.
Haan.
Yes.
Whatever you ask him, whatever the Mandli or the others asked him, his reply would be standard, Baba Jane. So,
Which is so nice, actually.
yeah, of course, absolutely, absolutely.
Something, okay, time.
Sam, I'll mute everyone, after which if you can unmute yourself and start.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Jai Meher Baba, everybody. We invite Meher Baba to join us in our group session today with this small little prayer. Beloved God, help us all to love you more and more, and more and more, and still yet more, till we become worthy of union with you. And help us all to hold fast to Baba's Daman till the very end. Avtar Meher Baba ki Jai. Avtar Meher Baba ki Jai. Avtar Meher Baba ki Jai. Jai Baba, everybody. Dara, is it possible to remove this picture? Rati's network bandwidth is low. This Bhikkhu Setna's picture, please. Or Bhikkhu, can you shut your video? Anyway, today I am very, very happy because I've got a whole row of people lined up. And my last runner-up is a gentleman called Mr. Nishit. He's doing thumbs up over here. So sometimes it is good to have the last one go in first. Do the opening batsmanship, and then we'll have... See, we've got Pari Mubaraki, then we got Yasmin Billy Moria, then we've got Sukharwala, and we also have this Nishit. So plenty of speakers, which is a very good thing. And as and when people come on, I will give you a brief introduction about their background, and we take it from there on. Mr. Nishit, I don't know much about him, so I would expect him to talk about himself first, and then he wants to narrate how he came to Baba. And the more I hear such requests or people asking to come up and say these things, I see Baba's karamat in all this. I don't know Nishit's story, but the sheer fact that this man wants to come up on this forum and share his experience, it itself has touched me so much. Go on, Nishit, let's not waste. I can get very sentimental at times. So just introduce yourself, your background, and then Dam. Okay.
Yes, thank you. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
What about me? Like, I was in India for many, many years. And then last 20 years, I've just shifted and I'm working in Dubai. And Actually, I came across Meher Baba by my wife, who happened to be just saying, okay, Su karo cho, 2 days, let us just go and visit Meher Baba. I didn't know much about Meher Baba. I've never heard about Meher Baba. And we planned and we made the journey. So it's been 20 years past since I've been on and off Baba willing, coming down and coming to the Samadhi. And it's been a wonderful experience. Also, one liner on this forum and this particular sharing of different stories by so many of you all, like Jimmy Uncle, Jimmy Modi, Jimmy, and then you have Cyrus and Soumya, and so it's been.
Hello, Sam Patel ko bhul gaya, sala?
That's your main channel. So
Jai Baba.
I just happened to get in 2 minutes earlier, so I could manage to come live. Otherwise, I always miss this particular event, and I'm always there for God Speaks. Anyway, to come to the story is one story on rites and rituals, which I'd like to share. One of the visits where there was no new pilgrim center prior to this, and I had visited the old pilgrim center where there was a talk by Sam Kerawala, and you kind of hear, you get to know a lot of things. Once the particular talk was over, we were just walking by and I led him to the steps and he held me and he said, "You look very familiar." I said, "No, I haven't met you anytime." No, we must have surely met somewhere." I said, "Maybe," and I just brushed it away and I left life. Just last, I believe, 5 years back, Baba willing, I could come down and I visited the Samadhi. And for 3 days, I was there at the new pilgrim center. So the second day, I was kind of lazy to have a shower and I visited the Samadhi. And I was just sitting and I said, "Baba, I'm here, but I don't want to come in because I believe myself that if I have not had a shower, I don't want to enter the Samadhi." So that was the thought in my mind. And somehow or the other, after a few minutes or something, you hear the pebble sound, the rumbling, and there is a car coming and rolling by. So that gives me a feeling of this movie where it is like Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, where the helicopter lands and the footsteps of the person walking closer. So by luck, it was Sam Kerawala. He came to the Samadhi on his walker and somehow something happened and I just got up and I held him and I took him inside the Samadhi. So Baba kind of has this, you cannot imagine or you will never ever feel that he can play something like that. So just that liner that there are no rites, no rituals.
Absolutely.
It is never to believe or to, have a fixed mind. The mind is the main culprit and you just go with your heart.
If I may, Nishit, just very briefly.
Sure.
People think not having a bath, not having a shower, it's all in our mind. By the same count, ladies who have their periods,
Okay.
they don't go to temples and stuff like that. Baba ke yahan aisa kuch nahi hai.
Acha.
Baba's one sentence was, "I am an ocean. I am an ocean. This thing is not going to pollute me." So I just want to make this point very clear to anybody and everybody on this forum कि कभी भी बाबा के पास जाने में कोई रुकावट नहीं है. All you need is heart. दिल चाहिए, दिल. If your dil is pure, that's it. Nothing else matters. Nothing. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's fine. So that was my kind of sharing on rites and rituals particularly. And that's what I wanted to share with everyone.
नहीं और कुछ बताओ नहीं और कुछ बताओ नहीं.
और
What is your wife? What is your wife's name? What does she do?
Okay, that's Anaita. And actually through her mother was Babs, rather she is Babsi Setna.
Bepsi?
Setna.
Jimmy, do we know her?
She's Bepsi Setna. She is Homai's sister, Homai Tavadia's sister.
Oh
You
my
don't
God.
know. You
Oh.
don't know. I've known them for 40 years. Okay, go ahead.
Oh wow. Acha, acha. See
Yes.
how influential Jimmy is. Okay, so
So
through that lady, your wife, and then your wife and you.
yes. So it's been quite a while, and till now I have never stepped into any of the meetings of Baba Center, which I don't know, somehow the other time nathi valto, but I'm sure.
Doesn't matter as long as dil mein hai to bas hai. Dil mein hai
Yes.
to bas hai.
Yes.
Any, if it's not too personal, any special time when Baba really helped you out and something that you will never forget, if it is not too personal.
Yeah. No, nothing is personal with Baba. There was one more incident which I can share is relating to Apre. Whenever we go to the Samadhi or whenever we go to Mehrabad, and the one question always is in my mind, Baba, I want to meet you, or I want to feel you, I want to get more of the experience, which in our daily lives, it's very difficult because we are always running either for work or whatever reason. And in one instant was where I said, Baba, tame kai mane apo. Please
A sign, show me a sign, kind of thing.
something, because I have seen and I have heard and I know that people either they cry at the Samadhi or they have different experiences, but somehow or the other, give me some indication where I can connect very strongly with you. So there was one incident where this was in the New Pilgrim Center, where the blue bus was going for a particular event at the Low Merazar, and everybody was told at so-and-so time, you can step into the bus. So I said, okay, fine, let me go by, there's no harm. And I was just being the last person entering. One person comes with a huge box, which is, it was very hot and warm. So I said, okay, fine, let me help him. So he told me, would you like to take it? I said, okay. So I take that particular thing and I sit in the blue bus, and we get down and they say, okay, what are you going to do? So it was basically the cake for that particular event, which was to be offered to people. So I said, yeah, no harm. And then they told me, somebody just told me, okay, why don't you serve people? There's no harm. I mean, it's okay. So I was made to cut the entire big cake into various pieces, and each one I could offer to everyone saying, Jai Baba, Jai Baba, thank you, Baba, thank you, Baba. And which made me feel within so worthy and on top of the world that I am doing something relating to particular event, and Baba is making me do it. So that was something which I can never forget, and it will always be with me for sure.
Yeah, thank you. What can I say?
Yeah, the cake was delicious. Huh?
What was the venue? Was it at the theater, the drama thing?
Yes. The drama.
See,
Yes.
because I have this habit, कि
Okay.
whenever there's a drama performance, even if I am done my makeup and costume, I still sneak out, grab a few pieces of the bloody cake, and it's so delicious कि लेके अंदर भाग जाता हूँ और फिर दबादब खा लेता हूँ चुपचाप में.
Correct.
So maybe एक दिन तेरे हाथ से भी खाया होगा. Must have.
Possibly.
Yeah. Jai Baba.
Sam, you are supposed to take only one piece, not two.
Ram, you're a bloody spoil sport here, honestly. Who asked you? I mean, cheating is my birthright, okay?
Wait a minute, that is everybody's birthright, okay?
Okay, Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Okay, folks, now I want to bring in a lady called Parinaz. She is the niece of Rustam Falati, who has written so many booklets. And volume 1, 2, 3, 4, kitna kuch hai. And this girl, she is his sister's daughter, his niece. She suffered, or rather suffers from some kind of muscular, some problem, whereby usko bahut kuch problems hai. But the main thing is that she's lost her vision. And her mother is like her sight for her. And yet, the cheerfulness is the right word. I was looking for the right word. Cheerfulness that this girl has, I envy her for that. I truly envy her for that kind of cheerfulness. And her story has been so nice and so touching कि अगर आपके आंखों में पानी नहीं आवे तो money back guaranteed, पैसा वसूल. So I would like to call upon Pariza and ask her to narrate her story, please. She is speaking from Danu. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Aavo, my Danma.
1 minute, I'll just switch off my talking software, otherwise it will disturb me. 1 minute.
Okay.
Samjhai chave?
Aji.
So I'll start. My journey with Baba has been, at least in this lifetime, of union, separation, and reunion. The thing is, I was born with a dislocated hip joint. And because of that, for 2.5 years, because I was in the growing stage of from birth to infancy, I had to undergo surgeries to set the hip joint in place. And I was also put in different types of plasters as my body kept growing. But because, again, like it was a developmental phase, the hip joint kept getting dislocated, and it took a very long time for me to heal. So when I was going through all of this, one of my mummy's aunts told her that once I'm completely healed from this whole process, mummy should take me and go to Mehrabad to take darshan at the Samadhi. So that is how I visited Mehrabad for the very first time at the age of about 2.5 years old, when I was completely healed from the whole hip joint dislocation process. And it was also when mummy went with Rustam Mama and another aunt to Mehrabad. They took darshan at the Samadhi, and it was also Mehrazad day. So they went to Mehrazad, and Mehra was still alive at that point in time. So when mummy took me and went to meet Mehra, Mehra asked mummy that, how come you've got such a little child with you? So mummy told her about my situation and how we eventually did land up at the Samadhi. So Mehra turned around and told mummy that, don't worry, she will be fine because she is Baba's baby. He will look after her. And after saying that, she handed over a Baba locket for me. Now the thing that happened after that is when we returned to Danu. In Danu, my dad and our family, we are a joint family. So my dad has 2 younger brothers and their families as well. During the first few years of my life, one of my dad's younger brother was based in Australia. And when he was based in Australia, though we are Zoroastrians, he converted to being a Jehovah's Witness. And so I'll give you a brief outline of what Jehovah's Witnessing is all about. So Jehovah's Witnesses believe that Jehovah is God and Jesus is the Son of God. They believe that only 144,000 chosen ones get to go to heaven. The rest of us who are Jehovah's Witnesses have to continue believing in Jehovah God because he's the one true God. No one else is true. And there is nothing like reincarnation or evolution or any of that belief. We believed that when Armageddon comes, Satan's fury will be unleashed, and tab Jehovah God aayenge, and he will destroy Satan and all the evil in the world, and fir dunya will become like a paradise, and everybody will have love towards each other. There will be no evil, and even the lion will become as meek as a lamb, and everybody will just lead a very, very peaceful life. So you have to continue being a Jehovah's Witness no matter how challenging life does get. And from the start, we also have, like how we have Baba gatherings, we would have weekly meetings and conventions and all of that. And because, when you are a child, no one ever asks you which God you want to believe in. People just assume के माता पिता ये भगवान में मानते हैं तो बच्चे भी वही path follow करेंगे. So I was never asked whether I wanted to be a Zoroastrian or a Jehovah's Witness or a Baba lover or belong to any other religion for that matter. And right from the start, I was always disconnected from being a Jehovah's Witness because I just felt कि इतने सारे शर्त कैसे हो सकते हैं भगवान और मेरे बीच में. It should just be about me loving God in the way that I find most natural. And मेरे पास बहुत सारे सवाल थे उस वक्त which no one answered, and I was just labeled a disobedient child. Which I think the label still stands today, but that's okay. So I kept attending meetings, and I was just so like, मैं physically वहाँ पे थी meeting में, लेकिन मैं mentally checked out थी. I was completely tuned out. And by Baba's grace, at the age of 10, that uncle who converted the entire family migrated back to Australia. And that was the same time when I started turning blind. I wasn't born blind. I started turning blind from the age of 10. And I turned completely blind by the age of 15 or 16. And like Sam Uncle said, my blindness is because of a genetic bone disorder, not because of my eyes being faulty. And because of that disorder, I also have brittle bone syndrome and a lot of other health issues. So jab ye sab ho raha tha, means me turning blind, going through, the brittle bone syndrome. At the same time, मैं school bhi ja rahi thi. I had to undergo surgeries to try and save whatever little sight we could, but it didn't help. So there was just too much happening. Once my kaka migrated back to Australia, so God sort of was put on the back burner. What I mean by that is, ऐसा नहीं है कि हम लोग ने भगवान में मानना छोड़ दिया. I stopped believing in Jehovah God. I would just pray to a God or a higher power that give me the strength to go through whatever you have ordained for me, because I know certain things cannot be changed. So I just want the strength to go through it gracefully. And when I was about 14 or 15, we decided that हम लोग ने 2 surgeries already किए थे and that didn't help in saving my sight. तो हम लोग ने decision लिया कि we won't go in for any more surgeries or any more treatment because all the doctors said that धीरे धीरे आप completely blind हो ही जाओगे. So I told mummy, I said every treatment जो मैं करती हूँ मुझे hope मिलता है और फिर वो जब treatment effective नहीं होता है hope is snatched away. And it makes me feel lost. So I want to stop that. I have to come to terms with, what I am, how I am supposed to live my life. So we decided not to do any further treatments as of then. तो तब मैंने मम्मी को कहा कि then I could go back to the subject of God. And one day I sat and I spoke with my mummy and daddy, and I told them that I was born a Zoroastrian. No one ever asked me कि आपको Jehovah God में मानना है कि नहीं. But now since I am grown up and I can voice my opinion freely with you all, I would like to let you all know that I want to do my Navjot and become a Zoroastrian again. So my parents said that's fine. We respect your decision. And I remember उन लोग ने सिर्फ कहा था कि आप अपने काका को फोन करके बोल दीजिए कि you will no longer be a Jehovah's Witness. और जब मैंने फोन भी किया था तो he was very very upset with me, and I just told him, I said I didn't call you to ask for your permission or for your blessing. I just called up to let you know that with all due respect to you and your beliefs, this is
ये
not.
लड़की बड़ी बेशरम है.
Yeah, so I told him, I said, no, I don't mean any disrespect to you or to Jehovah God. It's just वो मेरा calling नहीं है. मैं उस भगवान में मानती नहीं हूँ. I know my soul is still searching for its spiritual path. And somehow I knew that, going back to being a Zoroastrian would lead me to my path. How I knew that, I have no idea. But once my Navjot was done and we started practicing Zoroastrianism, mummy also started practicing Zoroastrianism along with me. तब वापस एक दूसरी आंट ने हमें पूछा कि one weekend हम लोग मेहराबाद जाने वाले हैं, would you and your daughter like to come along? And I remember कि मैंने मम्मी को कहा, I didn't even remember my first visit to Mehrabad with mummy. I don't remember meeting Mehra क्योंकि मैं बहुत छोटी थी, and a lot of life happened after that. So that first meeting is entirely based on जो मम्मी ने मुझे बताया है. So when this aunt ने पूछा कि आप लोग आना चाहेंगे, तो मैंने कहा हाँ मैं आना चाहूंगी. So that is how after a gap of almost 13-14 years हम लोग मेहराबाद पहुंचे. And like I said, I was going through a lot in terms of blindness, in terms of brittle bone syndrome, in terms of muscle health being bad, and I was also being bullied a lot in school because of the whole being disabled aspect, and I had a lot of low self-esteem issues. So my plate was very very full, and I felt I was drowning and I needed someone to save me. And when I walked into the Samadhi at Mehrabad, there was just this sense of peace and stillness within me, like Baba knew all my struggles. उनको मेरी पूरी जर्नी के बारे में पता है, हमेशा रहेगा, और वो मेरे साथ है, and he will make me go through it gracefully. So I took darshan and I came out, and that was it. That was how I knew. And that the minute I walked out, I told mummy, I said, I know ye mera spiritual calling hai. I have found my path. This is where I belong with Meher Baba. So after that, for 2-3 years continuously, on and off, mummy would mummy and me would keep going to Mehrabad. Then this was when I was about 15 or 16. जब मैं 17 या 18 के बीच में थी, post my 12th standard exams, and the vacation was on, and mummy and me decided we'll go for a holiday to Australia. और जब हम ऑस्ट्रेलिया पहुंचे, हम लोग वापस वही काका के साथ रह रहे थे जो अभी भी Jehovah's Witness है. So again उन्होंने he started preaching that how can you believe in Meher Baba, who वो एक इंसान है और वो बोलते हैं भगवान है, and तुम्हारी common sense कहाँ पे है, and you were just emotionally blinded along with actually being physically blind towards believing in a man who claims to be God. And I just kept telling him, see, that is your belief. I am not questioning your belief in Jehovah God, even though I never connected with it. So why are you questioning my belief in Meher Baba? आपको नहीं मानना है, so that is fine with me. You want to criticize me also, that is also fine with me. But be rest assured that no matter how much आप criticize भी करेंगे, मैं मेहर बाबा में ही मानूंगी. So बहुत सारे like बोला चाली होते थे ऑस्ट्रेलिया में. There were good times also, I will not deny that. Yes, I'm very grateful for that. But there was this one time in Australia itself where my Kaka said that there is a very large, सहवास कैसे होता है. So Jehovah's Witnessing का एक सहवास जैसे होने वाला था, where witnesses from all over the world were going to come for a convention in Australia. And my Kaka kept insisting that mummy और मुझे जाना ही पड़ेगा. Then once we go for that, he felt कि अगर एक बार मैं वापस associate करूँगी, so I will stop believing in Baba. And he was very, very insistent कि नहीं, ये convention में तो आप दोनों आओगे ही आओगे. And I kept telling मम्मी मैं जाऊंगी ही नहीं, वो मुझे घर के बाहर भी कर देंगे, ऑस्ट्रेलिया के बीच सड़क में मैं रहूंगी, लेकिन मैं कन्वेंशन में नहीं जाऊंगी. And mummy was sandwiched between, we are staying with her brother-in-law and I am the doctor, so she didn't know whose side to take. And it was one night prior to the next morning was the convention. One night prior, again I'm telling mummy मैं कल नहीं आ रही हूँ, I'm just letting you know, I don't want to create a scene. So mummy said चल अभी तो तू सुई जा, मुझे टेंशन ना आप. We'll see whatever has to happen in the morning, we'll deal with it in the morning. And we went off to sleep. In the middle of the night, mummy is waking me up and she's crying, and I'm wondering क्या हुआ है, मम्मी क्यों रो रही है आधी रात को. And mummy hugged me and she's telling me, what just happened. I said, no, how am I to know? You woke me up from my sleep. So she says that I just saw a vision in which Meher Baba appeared in front of me, and Pari, he was so angry with me, and he was pointing a finger at me and telling me very sternly that you can believe in whichever God you want to believe in, but Pari is mine, so leave her to me. And he said that, and the vision was broken, and mummy woke up and she remembered the whole thing, and that's how she woke me up, and she told me what Baba told her. And she said, I am very sorry that I didn't side up with you, but in the morning when we both woke up and my Kaka told us to get ready and go for the convention, mummy said, no, I will come with you, but you will not tell Pari to come along. Just leave her to her beliefs. And after that, my like आज भी मेरे दोनों काका मुझे बोलते हैं time to time कि they try convincing me about Jehovah God, and I try convincing them about Meher Baba. So it's a barter exchange of thoughts and ideas is all I can say. But so that's my journey with Baba.
Pari, may I interrupt for a minute, please?
हाँ
I
जी,
just
बोलो.
want to point out to everybody how Baba really chooses the his children, and having chosen how he protects them without the child being forced into attending something against her wish, how he protects her. Jai Baba. Go on, Pari.
Yeah, and I just want to highlight one thing is, for years, I wondered why Baba came in a vision to Mummy and not to me, because, he was conveying a message about me. And recently it just hit me that wo story hai na ke Mani used to tease Baba and say agar Mera bolegi Baba ko ke din mein raat hai to Baba bolenge haan raat hai. And Baba turned around and told Mani, of course I will agree with whatever Mera has to say. And all those years ago, Mera had told my mother that she is Baba's baby. So to agree with what Mera told my mother, Baba had to come in a vision to my mother, is what I feel. So yes, and Jimmy uncle wanted me to share my experience of learning to be independent as well. So I'll share that. Again, mere experiences mein I have realized I have seen the best and the worst of humanity. And once I decided that, I have to learn to accept my blindness once I was completely blind. This was after we came back from Australia and I was firmly based in Baba's love. I decided to take 1 year's break from my education and do a rehab course for the blind, where they would teach me Braille and how to use the cane and be mobile independently, because up until then, someone or the other from my family or my close friend circle would always be my sighted guide. मतलब मैं अकेली कहीं पे भी नहीं जा सकती थी. I was always with someone. And again, I have to say, I am very, very, very grateful to Baba, even for that, for providing me with people who were there for me through it all. So when I decided to join the rehab, एक rehab course 4 महीने का होता था उस time पे, and 1 महीने तक the teachers over there allowed Mummy to come and drop me at the center. So I would be staying in Bombay, in Mazgaon dockyard area with my granny and Rustam Mama, Mayor Mummy, and we would board a bus and get off at a little after Mahalakshmi. There is a hospital called St. George Hospital or King George Hospital. Wahan pe ye rehab center tha. So for 1 month, the teachers at the center let Mummy be my sighted guide to come and drop me, to come and pick me up. And 1 महीने के बाद वो लोग they call us in for a meeting and they tell Mummy, the whole point of the rehab course is for your daughter to learn how to be independent. So what is the use if you are going to come as her sighted guide every single day? And now she knows how to use the cane. We've even taken her out. The teacher used to take us out for walks, along the whole Mahalakshmi stretch. So they are like, she has even used the cane out on the road. So now you need to learn to leave your daughter independently. Let her start traveling. You have to make that beginning. You have to let go of the fright. So for the first week after that meeting, what Mummy would do is she would travel with me, but like she would walk 10 steps behind me and I would have to navigate akele using my cane. But Mummy was there to make sure that, okay, I am reaching safely. And in the evening again, she would be waiting at the bus stop for me. So I would have to walk akele from that hospital till the bus stop, and then she would tell me ke bus aa gaya hai, to abhi bus mein jao. And then I had to again manage on my own. After 1 week, Mummy said that, okay, now I think from tomorrow you should do the journey entirely on your own. I prayed so hard that night that the next morning would not come, but it did come. And we reached the bus stop. I get into the bus and mummy is about to get down, and क्योंकि हम लोग एक महीने से वही बस में वही ड्राइवर कंडक्टर और पैसेंजर्स के साथ जा रहे थे, they all knew me very well. They all knew कि मैं कहाँ पे उतरूंगी, and they knew कि मैं क्यों वो एरिया में भी जाती हूँ. So when mummy was getting down, she just told the conductor and the lady sitting next to me, my co-passenger, that आज वो अकेले हैं completely. This is the first time she's ever traveling solo. So and the thing is, after Mahalakshmi and before King George Hospital, where I had to get down, there would be one stop, then one stop where passengers would get on and off, and a second stop, and then King George Hospital. And the way that because I don't have sight, so I can't really see my surroundings, so I would base the number of stops on the amount of ting ting that the bus conductor would do, and also based on sounds or smells or turns, sharp turns on the road. I had to depend on any and every other means apart from sight to figure out how to navigate on my own. So मम्मी ने सब बस में जो थे उनको बताया कि वो अकेली जाने वाली है, तो प्लीज कीप एन आई आउट. वैसे तो उसको पता है कहाँ पे उतरना है, बट आप फिर भी याद दिला देना. सो दे आर लाइक या डोंट वरी, वी विल मैनेज, यू गो. एंड mummy goes away, and Mahalakshmi stop comes, and there are passengers getting in and out. So bus conductor की ting ting सुनाई दी मुझे. फिर दूसरा stop आया, again there were passengers getting in and out, so there was a ting ting. Now I knew there has to be one more stop and then King George. लेकिन वो दूसरे stop पर कोई उतरा भी नहीं, and no one got into the bus also, so there was no ting ting. And when my stop came, those people did get down. There was ting ting. I am still under the impression that I have one more stop to go. And the conductor forgot because he was busy with other passengers. My co-passenger forgot because she was too caught up in her own thoughts. And I missed the King George stop. And the bus went ahead. And so we along that road is also the racecourse trees. So that's how I know that it is the shade of the trees. The minute the shade of the trees ends is approximately where King George stop is. Now, once I've gone past the King George stop, the shade of the trees is over and there is shade of buildings, which is very different from the shade of trees. So I realized that, oh my God, I've reached buildings. So I have missed my stop. तो मैं मेरी को पैसेंजर को पूछती हूँ, अरे किंग जॉर्ज का स्टॉप गया? So she's like, अरे हाँ चला गया, लास्ट स्टॉप था. एंड आई एम बिटवीन दिस किंग जॉर्ज स्टॉप और दूसरा स्टॉप के बीच में आई एम देयर. एंड sorry, I went blank for a minute. Luckily the driver knew me, so he stopped in between and I got off the bus. And I carry on full-blown conversations with Baba in my head or out loud also. So as soon as I get down from the bus, I turn around and I'm telling Baba, I said, listen, Baba, I know you want me to get independent. I know those people at the rehab also want me to get independent, but it would be nice if you don't make me so very independent on the first day where I completely miss the stop itself and I have to navigate back. And I tell him that, anyways, now I've already gone aage, so, be there with me all the way till the King George stop. And I did feel his presence because the footpath was actually nicely paved. No khaddas were there, so I could use my cane comfortably without twisting my foot. No motorbike walas came on the road, on the footpath, which is so common in Bombay. There were no slum dwellers, so I didn't bump into anyone. So I kept feeling Baba's presence through these little mercies. I reached the King George bus stop and now I have to cross the road. And no matter how independent I am supposed to ask for help at crossings. So I am so scared because I have to rely on a complete stranger to guide me across crazy Bombay traffic. I wait in the corner and I'm telling Baba, please send someone sensible along. You know, I'm getting so terrified to ask for help. I wait. I let a few people go by because I'm gathering the courage. Finally, I decide, okay, Pari, you have to go, otherwise you'll stand here all day long. And the next man that comes along, you know, I hear his footsteps and he smells all like, oh, he's put all DO already for office going day. So I said, okay, this feels like a decent human being. So I approach him and I ask him, I said, Bhai Sahab, मुझे है ना आप क्रॉस करा के देंगे, मुझे वो सामने किंग जॉर्ज हॉस्पिटल में जाना है. This man turns around and he says, sorry, मेरे पास अंधों के लिए टाइम नहीं है. I was so stunned when he said that वो बोल सकते थे कि मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है, मैं बिजी हूँ और आगे चले जा सकते हैं. He didn't have to specify कि मेरे पास अंधों के लिए टाइम नहीं है. And that was my I think Baba was trying to teach me that, you know, I don't have to just assume that someone is good or bad based on my preconceived notions. Like I assume that he's an office going person, so he will help me for sure. Then I take some more time to recover from that shock. The next person I ask that मुझे cross करने में मदद करेंगे. So again, this is a man and he turns around and he says, आपको ट्रैफिक की आवाज आ रही है गाड़ियों की? I said, हाँ जी आ रही है. तो वो है ना बहन जी, मतलब सिग्नल ग्रीन है तो आप क्रॉस नहीं कर सकते. जब गाड़ियों की आवाज बंद हो जाएगी, मतलब सिग्नल लाल है, आप तब क्रॉस कर लेना, आपको मेरी मदद की जरूरत नहीं है. Again, I was so taken aback that Baba is challenging me to such an extent that, wow, I'm coming across people of all sorts, and he's teaching me how to take it in my stride. So again, I wait for some time, and Baba realized it was a save my soul situation for me. So Baba sent someone on his own who approached me and said, I was walking past you and I realized you're waiting here. Do you have to go somewhere? And I said, yes, I would like to cross the road, but no matter whom I'm asking for help, they are refusing. So that person said, don't worry, I am not supposed to cross the road, but I will take you across. And he took me across and he left me all the way inside the hospital. So that was a huge learning experience.
Sorry, Pari, I'd like to interrupt.
Haan ji.
Shows the character of our Bombayites. No? Very beautifully, it shows the character of our Bombayites. We have no time to be humans. That is number one. And number two, when Baba tries you, he takes you to the brink. Anyway, just my small observations. Pari, go on. Sorry.
Yeah. So that is how I did travel. Post that, I traveled independently for 1 week without mummy, and then I fractured my foot during the rehab, and I was so thrilled. That was the first fracture of my life that I was actually thrilled about because I felt Baba's grace on me through that, because it was sheer torture to come across people, so many different people with so many different personalities in the very first week itself. But yes, I've seen Baba through all my experiences.
Go on, Pari, go on.
Do you want me to share more of, like, I have my Savas experiences, but do you want others to talk?
Yep, and you carry on for a few more minutes. Doesn't matter.
Okay, so in 2015, I did my first youth Savas, but that is entirely on, I can feel Baba's presence even in that. He wanted me there in 2015. So prior to 2015, Rustam Mama had gone for 2 years to give talks at the Youth Sahwas. And the first year, Meher Mami accompanied him. And when she came back, she told me, in 2014, you need to do this program. It will make a difference in your life, in your love for Baba. And I said, Meher Mami, my love for Baba is very personal. I have not read any Baba books. I don't really know anything about the Mandli or about Baba's life. So I will be very lost. And also, in the past, most of the people my age group have always been very cruel with me. So I don't know if I will be comfortable with so many people in my age group. She says, no, it is a Baba program. I feel it will benefit you greatly. But because I was hesitant, she didn't push the subject further. Then in 2014, again, when Rustam Mama goes and gives a talk, this time when Meher Mami comes back, she gets me the entire schedule of the Sahwas. And she gives it in my hand saying, see, this is what the program looks like. And I think you need to go next year. This is what I told you last year. You didn't make it this year, but you should go next year. And I don't even ask Mummy to read the schedule for me. I just fold it and I put it away in the cupboard. We were in Bombay at that point in time. That very night, we were leaving for a holiday. So without reading the schedule, we leave for the airport. And on the way, I'm telling Mummy that Meher Mami gave me the schedule. Once I come back, you read for me what is the program like, but I don't think I will be comfortable going. Okay, that was said. We reached the airport. We are in queue for the baggage check-in. And there is this man जो हमारे 4-5 लोग छोड़ के वो आगे खड़ा था in queue for the baggage check-in. हम लोग like we were 4 or 5 from our group. कोई भी बाबा के बारे में बात नहीं कर रहा था. We had not worn any Baba lockets, no Baba bracelet, nothing to identify us as Baba lovers. Still, this man turns around, looks at our group and asks us, are any of y'all Meher Baba lovers? And we all say, yes, we are. So he says, oh, I just returned this morning from Mehrabad, spent the day with my mom, and now I'm catching a flight to go back to the US. And I said, oh, you were in Mehrabad. Did you enjoy your stay? So he said, yes, very much. I was attending the Youth Sahwas, which ended yesterday, and I enjoyed my experience thoroughly. I said, really, was it that good? So he said, yes, I think you should do it. So that was my first indication that even though I was hesitant when my mommy mentioned it, I brushed it aside. Here is someone telling me, someone who doesn't even know me, wo mujhe bol raha hai, I need to do the Sahwas. I was like, okay, that's maybe a sign from Baba. But we go for the holiday. Ye topic, goes on the back burner. We forget about it. Once we return, ek mahine ke baad, we are in Mehrabad. And Roxanne is sitting, Roxanne who's in charge of the housekeeping at MPR, वो एक time हमारे साथ lunch पे बैठी और उन्होंने पूछा, Pari, I have seen you coming for years, but I have always noticed that you come with the same set of people, mostly your aunts and your mom. You've never come with someone from your age group. How come? So I told her, Roxanne, that's because I don't know any Baba lovers from my age group. So she turns around and she says, well, then I think you need to do the Youth Sahwas in Mehrabad. And you'll meet people your age group and connect with them. And maybe you'll start coming to Mehrabad with them. So that was my second indication that Baba does want me at the Sahwas. But still, I can be stubborn at times, just like the rest of us. So in March, again, this was in December, the conversation with Roxanne. March में pilgrim season khatam hota hai, so we went for our last visit to MPR, and again Roxanne is sitting with us and she's saying, so this time are you going to apply for the Sahwas? And very shamelessly I tell her, no, I'm not going to apply because I don't know anybody and I will be completely lost. So she says, you don't know anybody. Oh, wait, I'll solve that problem. And Farzeen Somit had also come for lunch to the MPR on that very day. So Roxanne goes and catches hold of Farzeen and gets Farzeen, does an intro and tells Farzeen, this is Pari, she's Rustam Palati's niece, she's blind and she's hesitating to come for the Sahwas because she doesn't know whether people will help her or not. And Farzeen tells me that no, you should come because people are in the spirit of the Sahwas, and I don't think anybody will make fun of you or not agree to help you. You will grow in Baba's love through the experience. So I said, okay, now this is a bit too much. Baba will finally give me one tight slap personally if I don't turn up for the Sahwas. So that's how I ended up in Mehrabad 2015. Now can I continue?
Yes, please.
Okay, so when I'm in the first day of Youth Sahwas, Mummy was going to stay in MPR and I was going to stay in Hostel C attending the Youth Sahwas. This is the first time I'm going to be left all by myself, again, staying wise. Prior to that, wherever I had traveled, it was always with family or people who knew how to handle me and my requirements. So I was feeling very like a little lost puppy without my mother around. And oh my, I was like a Bollywood drama queen when Mummy was telling me bye to go back to stay in the MPR. And I was very, very lost, even though the organizers were very nice and they made me feel comfortable. And they asked one of the girls to be with me constantly as my guide, just as Mummy would be my guide. But I was lost in the sense without my mother, and plus there are 100 voices around me, and they are talking amongst each other, and I've not heard so many voices in one go all by myself without any protective shield around in terms of family. And I go through that evening and I'm contemplating whether, I should call up Mummy and tell her, Ma, this is not my cup of tea. You please come and take me to the MPR. Just let me go and spend my days peacefully at the Samadhi. Why am I putting myself through this? I'm getting all these thoughts in the night, the very first night. And then I just say, Baba, please be there with me. I want to do this. I've heard a lot about the Sahwas and I believe you wanted me here. So, just be there for me. Let me feel your presence. Don't let me be so very scared. Don't let fears win in the end. Let your love win in me. And I go off to sleep. The very next morning when I wake up, my hand falls next to my pillow and I can feel that there is a Baba picture put there by someone. And there was a girl passing by in the dorm. So I call out to her and I tell her, can you just describe? I like, being told about what Baba looks like in the picture and what his features are like or what his outfit is and what the background is and all of that. So I tell this girl that, can you describe the picture to me? And she describes Baba's picture and she turns the picture over and she says, would you like me to read the quote for you? I said, yes, please. And the quote, which was so very apt, it was like an answer to my soul's calling, was, I am the divine beloved who loves you more than you can ever love yourself. And I knew that I was meant to be there and Baba would take me through that experience. And he did. My life changed for the better. I have grown in Baba's love on account of the Sahwas.
Thank you very much, Pari.
Yes. Thank you, Sam.
Audience, I would like any of you, if you all have any questions, please go ahead and ask her. If anybody wants to ask for money back, we can give you your money back. Anybody wants to ask anything to Pari?
No, we just want to see her.
It's rather difficult, and she wishes not to be seen. So let's respect her views.
Jai Baba.
Jai
Okay, wait. I don't even know how to turn on the camera actually.
मम्मी ने
I've
बोला
never
नहीं जरा मम्मी ने
Please
बोला
call your mom.
turn
She'll
it
do
on.
that.
is it possible? I mean, if it is convenient, otherwise
Yeah, we just want to see. Tell her Jai Baba.
One.
So, hey Sam, Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
When Pari said about her uncle, questioning her beliefs,
Uh-huh.
I went to a Catholic.
Has it started?
Yeah, there you are. Pari, you're okay. Just that's it.
Hello.
Namita Heble, can you see her?
Hey, yeah.
Yes.
Can everybody see this hero of our today's
Yes,
session?
Jai Baba. Jai Baba. Pari.
Jo.
Hey, Jai Baba.
Jai
So
Baba.
beautiful.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Typical
bless you
Irani
forever.
beauty she is.
Your voice is so good.
Nomo Khodod. Typical Irani beauty. Joyu?
You can now place the face to the voice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Jai
you.
Mehr Baba Pari. It's been a pleasure having you. Pleasure.
Yes.
Real pleasure.
Now can
real
I
pleasure.
turn off the camera?
No,
Yes, your
no,
wish.
no,
Your
no,
wish.
don't turn off the
Really,
camera.
Your wish now.
No, because I have no idea where I'm supposed to look also. I'm just
You're
Doesn't
looking
matter,
perfectly.
doesn't matter. It is for us to look at you.
didn't
You
tell
don't
us.
have to look at us.
But you didn't tell us about your savas in America, which you did
Oh,
in
yes.
Myrtle Beach
Oh.
or somewhere.
So that is a whole story in itself. That is also very long.
Very briefly.
Today is your day. Today is your day, Pari.
Continue. Please
Okay,
continue.
So
Pari, 1 second. Pari, 1 second.
Hanji, Hanji.
Jimmy here.
Hanji.
You had this option of going to two places. One is Myrtle Beach, Savas, and one somewhere else. And you were frightened to tell mom that I want to do both of them. That would be great. That would
Yeah, so in 2015 and 2016, during
You're
the
a bit
Mehrabad,
yeah, please, I want another lady also to come in.
Haji,
Okay.
I was supposed, during the first 2 years of the Mehrabad Savas, I met a girl called Mahima who had already attended the Myrtle Beach Savas. And she kept talking about it and talking about the love and acceptance over there and how the Savas over there is actually for teens. And because we were in the older age group, we could go as staff volunteers. And that's how I decided that 2017 was going to be the year that I am going to attend the Myrtle Beach Savas, come what may. And I had never traveled internationally all by myself before that. Luckily, there was another girl who was going to do the journey with me. Again, that was Baba looking after me. But when I was supposed to come back, I was going to do a solo travel. And there was going to be a 7-hour layover transit between the destinations. And in that 7 hours, even though I had asked for sighted assistance throughout the travel, they said those 7 hours, the sighted assistant will, make you sit in the lounge and that's it. Then you have to manage on your own. I still said, I want to do the Sahavas. And I always used to tell mummy, even though my brother is based in America and my Fui is also based there, I used to tell mummy that I want, if I ever go to America, whether I get to meet them or not, I want to go to the Myrtle Beach Center. And that is exactly what happened, because even though I wanted to go and meet my brother and my Fui, the domestic flights refused to provide me any sort of assistance. So I had no choice but to go to Myrtle Beach and come back. But I was completely okay with that. I saw it as Baba's plan. When I reached the Savas, it went off so very smoothly. And the funniest thing is I was a volunteer in the art tent. And my growing up years, I've been terrible at art and craft, but I thought that was Baba's divine joke on me that I am part of the art tent. But they were all so very loving, so very accepting of me. And when I was returning back, when I was left in the lounge for the 7-hour transit, I wasn't hungry. I didn't need to use the washroom. So I just told Baba that, see, amna to mane bhook bhi nathi lagto, mane washroom bhi nathi jau. So it's okay, you know, I'll go off to sleep once I wake up. And if I have some requirements, I hope you manage it for me. I have no idea how you will manage, but I know you will manage it for me. Saying that, I went off to sleep. I woke up maybe after an hour or so. And I'm like, okay, now I really need to go to the washroom. And I didn't know whom to ask for help because there was no one sitting around me. So I'm wondering, oh, Baba, what are you going to do? Out of the blue, this man approaches me and he says, I have been sitting a little distance away from you. And you were sleeping, so I didn't approach you. But now, since you're awake, I would like to know if you require any sort of assistance. Are you hungry? Would you like me to get you something to eat? Do you need to use the washroom? And I said, yes, I need to go to the washroom. This man guided me. We came back to our seats. He turns around and he asks me that, where are you headed? And I say, I'm going to Bombay and this is my flight number. And he says, oh, don't worry, I'm on the same flight. And that man took care of me every step of the way, more than what the airline staffers did. And even throughout the entire flight, which was of 15, 16 hours, practically every hour that man checked on me, whether I was doing fine, whether I needed anything. And when I reached Bombay and I sent an email to Wendy, who's based in the Myrtle Beach Center, telling her about my experience and how Baba sent a stranger along to help me. A line that Wendy used was, strangers to us, but not to him. Which is so very true.
Superb.
That people are strangers to us, but they are not to him.
Not to
And
him.
he
Superb.
sends them at the right time to help us. So yes.
Yes,
Okay,
you're a
Sam
very
Uncle
brave
now.
girl, Pari. You're
Oh,
a very,
Baba.
very
Thank
brave
you.
girl. Jai
Thank
Baba.
you. Jai
Excellent.
Baba. Jai
Jai
Baba.
Spending my Jai time. Baba Pari. For spending
Jai
my time,
Baba.
Pari.
Thank you,
Hey,
Pari.
Baba.
I
Very
came
good.
to
Baba Pari.
Lovely,
Jai
Pari,
I
lovely.
work and I came to listen to you. I kept
Pari, everybody is jumping over you now. Show you.
You made our day, Pari.
Yeah.
No,
Thank
it
you.
is
Jai
all
Baba.
Baba. Yes, it is all
Okay.
Baba.
Okay, folks, now,
What are you doing
Sam
now?
uncle, can I say one word to Pari?
please do fast.
Can I say a word to Pari?
Yes, please do.
Okay,
Make it
thank
quick.
you. Pari, I'll just tell you, very often I have noticed when I have gone abroad and when we need help, the airline will never help us unless you know somebody in the airline. I have always noticed that. That's why I always pray to myself that, okay, I am going on an airline. Please, God, Meher Baba, everything, please help me out. Because
Yes.
once in America also it happened to me when this thing. So I always
Yes.
pray that this thing, because I'm most very scared of flying at times without anybody's help.
Jai
Yes.
Baba.
Jai Baba.
Pari, what
Jai
are you
Baba.
doing now? Pari, what are you doing now?
I help out with the family business. We are into marketing of aloe vera juice. So I help out with that.
That's excellent.
Hanji.
Typically, the Rashtriya spirit of enterprise.
Yes.
Pari, I can see a mosquito net in the background. Has it been?
Ha!
Has
I'm
it been?
sitting.
Has it been flicked from the MPR or what?
Ha! Of course, I need something to remind me of the MPR, no, Sam Uncle.
Correct.
See, તમુને ભોનું ગમે તો તમે કાંટા ચમચી ઉચકી શકો તો હું મસ્કીટો નેટ કાંઈ નહીં ઉચકી શકું.
Correct. Jai Baba.
જય બાબા.
Okay, folks, now I want to introduce to you another lady. You see, we call Baba our beloved. Our beloved means someone who loves him and he loves that person also. In case of this lady, I am left totally confused if Baba loves her more or she loves Baba more. Because for the simple reason she can see Baba anywhere and everywhere at her will, kind of thing. Her name is Yasmin Bilimoria, and I would like her to come on and narrate her thing, how she came to Baba in Hindi, because she's not too fluent with English, but that is all right. And I would also like to read a birthday card which was written and kept at our Bombay center before this lockdown. It was written on Baba's birthday, and it is one of the nicest thing from a 11, 12-year-old girl that I have ever seen. So, Dara, if you can flash the card, please, we'd like to read it out. Here we are. Happy birthday, Mayor Baba. Baba, happy 126th birthday. You're not here with us, but you are in our hearts. You always were and are and will be. Pachisuche, approximately something years ago, happy kid and something, the family.
Approximately 13 years ago, you made me the happiest kid by letting me be born in such a wonderful family.
Thanks, Dara. So she is 13 years old. I've loved you from my first breath and will do till my last. Thank you for blessing me with such an amazing grandmother. She is referring to Yasmin Bilimoria. The most irritating brother, not that's typical of these teenagers. The most something parents, sometimes the most kind and lovable grandfather, and mostly you. Each and every person who loves Baba is so lucky. Look at this girl's depth in understanding. Each and every person who loves Baba is so lucky and blessed because you remind us every day how worthy, capable, and special we are. You remind us that we are perfect the way. Dara, please change the card.
Sure, just a second. Sam,
Yeah.
sorry.
That's okay. You remind us the way we are, and we shouldn't change for anyone. My whole life, I have believed in you and always will. A 13-year-old girl saying all this. Thank you for getting me out of super awkward situations. Abhi 13-year-old ke life mein kya super awkward situations we can imagine. Thank you for teaching me the definition of love and respect. You have been with me through my darkest times and always guided me. There will always be a special connection between us. Look who's talking. You're my best friend. You were and are the only one who listens to my random talks, cries in the middle of the night. Thank you for giving me such a wonderful life and loving me endlessly. Jai Baba, your sweet daughter and what? Something is
Son.
and son. Okay, Daisha and Aryan. Okay. So, folks, if this is the kind of a girl, 13-year-old, this is what she can be. You can imagine what her grandmother is. I would now like to call upon Yasmin Bilimoria to take over and come and talk to us. Yasmin Bilimoria, please. Dilshat kahan ghusi gayi hai bachche?
जय बाबा everybody.
Jai Mayor Baba. बोलिए यास्मिन जी बोलिए.
जय बाबा. Thank you very much, Sambhai and Mayor Baba. पहले Mayor Baba, પછી Sambhai and everybody Baba lovers.
हाँ जी.
બાબામાં બિલકુલ 1994 ની વાત કરું बाबा माँ बिल्कुल
एक
मानती नहीं
मिनट
थी।
यास्मीन, एक मिनट,
हाँ
जस्ट
जी।
जरा आस्ते आस्ते, स्लोली, क्लियरली, डोंट बी नर्वस, इट्स ऑल राइट.
ओके।
તમને મારવાનો નથી દંડો, डोंट वरी. एंड हिंदी में बोलिए, हाँ हिंदी में जरा भागा टूटा भी, बट हिंदी बोलो. આજે બધી નવી સારી પહેરીને બેઠા જ, આઈ કેન સી ઓલ ધીસ.
नहीं सारी नहीं प्रॉपर।
इतना चटाक થઈને બેઠેલા છો. ચાલો એનીવે સ્ટાર્ટ. ओके.
1994 से बाबा में आई। मैं बाबा को बिल्कुल जानती नहीं थी इतना साल तक. मतलब कोई, मैं खाली बेरा में જતો સાહેબ ને જ માનતી હતી આટલા વર્ષો સુધી. પણ એક વખત એવું થયું કે ऐसा हो गया कि मेरा एक कोर्ट के अंदर बहुत केस चलता था. बहुत मामूली सी मैटर थी, लेकिन वो केस चला चला, उसको 4-5 साल हो गया. एक को काम करने का, घर पे रहने का, कोर्ट में जाने का, बहुत परेशान हो गई. और मेरा पैसा की स्थिति भी बहुत खराब कि मैं कोर्ट के अंदर जाके उसके पीछे पैसा इतना खर्चा करूं. इसके बाद में जब मैं घर में बैठी थी रविवार को, तो मेरे पास बानो आंटी, मेहर बाबा लावर थी, फिजारा आंटी, डॉली आंटी, सब लोग रविवार के दिन घर के अंदर बैठ के सब लोग मिलते थे, चाय पानी करते थे. तो बानो मिस्ट्री हमेशा बोलते थे, मैं 4:30 हो जाता था तो बोलती थी मैं मेहर बाबा जाती हूँ. मैं बोला ये कौन सा बाबा है कि आप जाता है. दूसरा रविवार आता है, बोलता है मैं मेहर बाबा जाती हूँ. मैं बोला कि हाँ जाओ. फिर हम लोग तीनों जन मस्करी करने लगा. रविवार आता है, जाओ जाओ, तुम्हारा मेहर बाबा तुम्हारी कुर्सी नहीं रखेगा, जल्दी जाओ जल्दी जाओ. बिकॉज आई डोंट नो कि मेहर बाबा कौन होता है. ऐसा करते करते 2 साल बीत गया. इसके बाद में एक दिन ऐसा केस आया, जरा नर्वस भी बहुत थी. मैंने 11 रुपया लिया और मैं बानो आंटी को बोला, आप बोलते हैं कि मेहर बाबा गॉड है, ये 11 रुपया लो, बाबा के पास रखना, और अगर जो बाबा मेरा ये केस ये महीने में निकल जाएगा तो मैं बाबा के पास जरूर जाऊंगी. इसके बाद में मैं बानो आंटी 11 रुपया लेके मेरे बाबा में गए, रखा होगा. और वही महीने में मेरा केस था. अभी वो जो मेरा केस था, तारीख आई, हम कोर्ट के अंदर गया, 11 बजे बुलाया था. जब मेरा यास्मीन बिल्ली मोरिया नाम बोला, हम कोर्ट के अंदर खड़े रह गए कटोरे में. तभी सामने वाले का नाम बोला, साइरस ईरानी. वो बोला कि मेरा वकील आज नहीं आया है, तो मैं नहीं आया है. हम वापस मेरे जगह पे आके बैठ गया. जब मैं पहले बैठी थी तो दूसरी बाजू पे थी, लेकिन उसके बाद में जब मेरा टर्न वापस बैठने का आया तो मैं और साइरस दोनों आजू बाजू में हो गया. वो साइरस अचानक मेरे को बोलता है कि यास्मीन आंटी, मुझे तुमसे कुछ बात करना है. हम बोला हाँ जी बोलो. बोला यास्मीन आंटी, मेरे को ये केस वापस खींच लेने का है. और मैं बोला बेटा, तू तो इतना बड़ा आदमी, ट्रस्टी, ये कैसा खींचेगा, ऐसा तेरी मर्जी, तू जो करने का होएगा करो, पर मेरा वकील नहीं आया है. हम बोला ठीक है, मैं मेरा वकील के पास जाके बात करती हूँ. मैं अविचल साहब के पास गई. मेरा वकील अविचल था. बोला अविचल साहब, मेरा ऐसा ऐसा वो मेरा सामने वाला पार्टी बोलता है, तो आप अभी क्या करेंगे. तो अविचल साहब बोला चलो आज ही ये पता दो करके उसको मेरे पास भेज दो. मैंने साइरस को बोला तुमको मेरा वकील बुलाता है, आप उससे बात करो. वकील गया, वकील ने उसके पास गया, वकील से बात किया, बात करके आया और जज ने अनाउंस किया कि आप लोग 2 बजे वापिस आओ, कोर्ट शुरू होएगा तब. 2 या 3 बजे हम लोग वापिस घर गया. हम वापिस कोर्ट के अंदर आया. जज ने हमको समझाया, वो जज ने लेटर दिखाया कि ये केस यास्मीन बिल्ली मोरिया और साइरस ईरानी के बीच में का ये केस है. वो साइरस ने खींच लिया है कि मेरी नादानियत के अंदर मैंने यास्मीन आंटी के ऊपर ये केस डाला था, और मैं ये केस मेरी राजी खुशी से मैं वापिस ले लेना चाहता हूँ और उनका 5 साल का खर्चा भी देने को तैयार हूँ। तार मेहर बाबा की जय। बाबा ने ऐसा क्या, मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया कि ये क्या हो गया, ये सच हो गया, ये क्या, एकदम मैं बहुत ये हो गया। उसने आ गया ऐसा करके, फिर मैं बहुत खुश हो गई। ये सब साइंस सिक्का ये कुछ हो गया, सब कुछ हो गया। उसके बाद में मैं बाबा को बोला कि बेबा मैं तुम्हारी अभी से आज से मैं तुम्हारी गुलाम हो जाऊंगी करके। फिर हम गया घर पे, साइरस ने पैसा दिया, सब कुछ किया। मैंने मेरा हस्बैंड को बताया कि आज कोर्ट के अंदर ऐसा ऐसा हो गया, पर अपना केस तो निकल गया आज ही, यही महीने में। मैं तो बाबा की बिल्कुल मस्करी की थी कि ऐसा कुछ वो करने वाला नहीं है कि यही महीने के अंदर केस निकलना चाहिए, सिर्फ मस्करी किया था। लेकिन वो सचमुच हो गया, मेरा केस निकल गया। और तो मेरा हस्बैंड मुझे क्या बताता है, आज सुबह में मुझे सपना आया था कि अपना केस निकल गया और हम दोनों मिठाई खा रहे हैं, न बांट रहे हैं। वो सुबह में मेरे को इंडिकेट तो कर दिया था। अगर मैं तुमको बोलती थी तो बोलती चल मेरा मस्करी मत कर, ऐसा करके तू बोलता था। पर मुझे तो सुबह में सपने में आके ये बात मालूम हो गई थी। अभी हो गया। अभी मानो आंटी रविवार को आए, हम बोला अभी तो चलो, मैं तैयार हो गई। मेरे साथ के अंदर जरा आंटी, डॉली आंटी सब तैयार हो गए। पहली बार बानो आंटी के साथ हम भी मेहर बाबा के अंदर रविवार के दिन चले गए। बाबा के पास आया, बाबा को बेटा देखा सब। फिर भी देखो, इतना हो जाने के बाद भी मेरे दिल में अभी भी ऐसा है कि बाबा क्या भगवान है, ऐसा अभी भी ऐसा मैं सोचा। और सब लोग ने मिठाई बांटा, चॉकलेट लिया, ये सब करके हम वापिस घर पे आ गए। मैं बनवंती को पूछती हूँ, बनवंती ये सब चॉकलेट मिठाई ये सब क्या है, ये कौन लाया, ये कैसा बांटता है? तो बनवंती बोलता है जिसको लाना होगा वो लाएगा और जिसको नहीं लाना होगा नहीं, जैसा तुम्हारी मर्जी। तुमने अच्छा ठीक है। दूसरा रविवार हो गया, मैं भी चॉकलेट का पैकेट लेके गई। अभी उस दिन मेरे को शादी में जाने का था, मेरे को देर होती थी। और उसी दिन आलोबाजी लेक्चर देने के लिए सेंटर पे आए थे। अभी आलोबाजी का लेक्चर चलता था, मैं उठ नहीं सकती, मैं जा नहीं सकती। अगर जाऊंगी तो मेरा चॉकलेट का पैकेट रह जाएगा, मुझे नहीं मालूम ये कौन बेचेगा। मैं कहने बाबा तुमको ये पसंद नहीं क्या, कुछ मेरा गलती हो गया क्या, अभी क्या करूं, जाऊं क्या नहीं जाऊं? मैं तो बहुत परेशान हो गई बैठी, नया किसको पूछ नहीं सकती, न किसको बोल सकती। सब लेक्चर पूरा हो गया, 7:10 को खत्म हो गया। और आलोबाजी ने बोला एक स्टूल लेके आओ। आलोबाजी को स्टूल लेके बोला एक थाली लेके आओ। थाली लेके आया, बॉम्बे सेंट्रल की बात करती हूँ। थाली लेके आया, आलोबाजी ने बराबर मेरा पैकेट लिया, वो खोला, उसके अंदर सब चॉकलेट निकाली और बोला सब जन ऑनेस्टी से एक एक चॉकलेट लेके जाना। मैं बस पाँव पड़ के घर चले गई। ये बाबा ने तुरंत मेरे लिए दूसरा अनुभव दे दिया कि मैं सच में गॉड हूँ करके। और फिर तभी से मैं बाबा की गुलाम हो गई। आज तक हमेशा मैं बाबा के पास बाबा जाती हूँ, आती हूँ। हमेशा मेरे लिए बाबा ही सब कुछ है और कोई चीज नहीं, बाबा ही सब कुछ। हमेशा मेरे को मदद करते हैं, हमेशा मदद करते हैं, दुख में सुख में सबने बहुत मदद किया, बहुत मदद किया। बस बाबा को पकड़ के रखो। जय बाबा, अवतार मेहर बाबा की।
यास्मीन तुम्हारी ग्रैंड डॉटर डाइटा, उसको जरा बुला सकते हैं आप?
हाँ जी जरूर।
हाँ folks, these are simple people. This is what Baba wants. Simple people. नादान जो भी है, फुल फेथ, फुल भरोसा, साफ दिल लेके खुदा के पास जाते हैं, खुदा उनको संभाल लेती है। दाइशा, जय बाबा।
जय बाबा, how are you?
जो आई गई। अच्छा, we still like that birthday card that you had made.
Yeah, I know you are read it. Yeah, I got to know.
Can you tell us what you feel about Meher Baba?
Yeah.
Besides your grandmother's citing him here, there and everywhere, what is your...
What I feel about Meher Baba. So since I was a kid, she always, she's like, you should believe in God. And
first I didn't really accept that God was there, but then I started going to Bombay Center and I met Manush, Masa, Mama, and some other people were there. And the speeches you all give, the songs you all, you sing, they inspire everyone so much. And the skit which happens every year, that is fabulous, and it's just amazing, and it really inspires me to be one of the people like you are, and and one of Baba's lovers, and that's how I became a part of all this, and I really love playing it. Yeah.
Can I ask you for a favor?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
May I ask you for a favor?
Yeah, sure.
Stop fighting with your brother so much, huh?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
But yes, I'll do.
Just kidding. Baba bless you all.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the support.
You have written in your card. You have written in your card that he has seen you through all your troubles and this and that.
Yeah.
Hold on to him. Hold on to him
The
forever.
ultimate person whom we can fall back on. So he is the person I trust the most.
Right. Okay. Does anybody want to question or ask anything to Daisha or the Yasmin? Anybody wants to ask anything?
Sam, Bobby Kapoor had raised his hand some time back. In fact,
Please ask him to come in. They can come in, interject anyway. Aye, Bobby ji.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
I had a
Bobby.
question for Pari, if she's still there.
Pari, are you there? Pari?
Yes, hello.
She's there.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Greetings from London, Pari. Pari, I had a question. When are you writing your book?
When am I writing? No. I'm happy just sharing my story verbally as of now.
No, there's a book coming, Pari. We're waiting for it. Look forward to reading it.
Okay, Baba willing. Amen to that.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. Bobby? Has he run away or what? Bobby?
Yeah, I'm here. Yes.
Yeah, you're still there. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm seeing you. So why don't you tell us something about yourself and how you came to Baba? Very briefly.
I'm a new entrant to Baba, and it's been an amazing experience to me. Like all of us, I've been on a spiritual journey myself. And just a month back, I was in the park, in Regent's Park, with a Parsi lady called Dr. Feroza Baba. Do you all know her, Feroza Baba?
No,
She's the pediatric doctor in Breach Candy Hospital.
Does it
And
ring
I
a bell?
know Feroza, Dr. Feroza and her family for many years. And she never once mentioned Baba, but because she knows about my spiritual practices, I do a lot of spiritual work, shamanism. I'm a past life therapist. My day job, I'm a banker in London. I just got introduced to Baba a month back when I was at a walk with her. And then she introduced me to Nan Umrigar. And then I've been on these calls with you guys. But very early on, I picked up that energy of Baba, which when I was introduced to him, and it's energy of love. I have no doubt he's God. Because the energy I feel out of Baba, it is, growing up in India, I grew up in India in Bombay. I went to St. Mary's School, Sydenham College. And as a banker for last 30 years, I traveled to India every year 6 times. And everybody will tell me, come meet my guru, come meet my guru. And I've seen many gurus come to London. Many Indian gurus have come here. And I've been to India many times, and many people say, meet my guru, meet my guru. And here's Feroza telling me about another Baba. And this was a month back, because, and what I've experienced with Meher Baba, I've never experienced with any other Baba. And he's not a Baba. I mean, that's the reality, right? We know that. So and these experiences that we hear from, that we heard Pari's story, which was beautiful.
Thanks, Bobby.
So I'm sure we're going to read Pari's book. So I'm looking forward to reading that book, Pari. Pari, I know it's coming. So it's there already. You need to just pen it down.
It's now between you, Pari, and Baba. So let the book happen.
No, it's written already. It's just Pari is it's her time to put it down. And there's going to be a lot of, to me, that book is about going from darkness to light.
Wow.
And it's not going from light to darkness. And that's what I see in Pari's story. That book is about going from darkness to light.
Jai man, Baba.
Yeah.
Bobby,
Jai Baba.
do me a favor. Do log into our meetings ever so often, as much as you can, because we'd like to have you again and again. Okay?
No, I love to. It's just that this time is lunchtime. And usually I'm out for lunch with a client. But today I was on my own. And I love these sessions because we experience each other's energy and love, which is beautiful to share. And it's been my grace to be here. So thank you. Thank you all.
Just one last thing. Tomorrow when you go out for lunch, can you please do me a favor and have a glass of Guinness and a fish and chips, proper fish and chips in a newspaper, just for me. Okay? Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Jai.
Today's was with Baba.
Jimmy Khan.
Jimmy uncle, you're on mute again.
Unmute.
Please unmute.
Go ahead. He meant Firuza, Dr. Firuza Baba.
Oh, Firuza Baba. Okay.
Baba. And Firuza's Baba's father they are from Karachi, originally, father. And he was a Baba lover. Firuza,
Oh my God.
which I came to know this year in 2020 that their father was a Baba lover. And I know her sister, Firuza's sister, Humayun Modi, for the past 45 years. So when I gave my book to Humayun Modi, she told me that my father was a Baba lover.
Oh.
Yeah. And she's pally with Nan. She's pally with Nan.
It's a small world.
Yeah, but Firoza has a grandson born a few months ago. And this grandchild came to my dreams even before he was conceived.
Oh,
So
wow.
even before he was conceived, he came in my dream. And I told Firoza and her son and her daughter-in-law that this child has so much of grace. He's going to be a massive spiritual leader, which nobody, mankind will live to see. But the Firoza has been blessed by a beautiful grandson, a true angel.
Jai Baba. Okay, folks, anybody else wants to chip in, share a few tidbits here, there, and everywhere? It's a minute past 7 in the evening. There would be prayers going on.
Can I share something about
Yeah,
myself?
please. Who's this?
Hair Daruwala.
Haji, go ahead.
After when I was small, I had a very bad, sad thing. I had lost my parents at a very early age. And after that, I had no one with me except my dear Kaka and Kaki. I think Sam uncle must be knowing this thing about Evie and our Delbert.
Yeah.
They were also very thing. All my whole cousins were looking after me. And now even I have had a very, very sad life in this thing. Even after my marriage, I thought my marriage will give me a lot of support and help. But no, it's just going down to this thing. Bin again, nothing is helping me, Sam uncle and everyone. I have done a lot, and being in Baba's life, things have changed so much. Hearing Baba, listening to Baba's talks, reading about Baba has really given me the faith of coming back a little bit in my life. This thing. Otherwise, every time I have the time, my dear cousins are in Toronto, I go there to them whenever I can.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you very much. There is a Haji, KT Mystery, come in. Unmute, please.
Very sorry. See, I've been a Baba lover since a year, and I take him more as my spiritual friend, more of a spiritual friend because I had lots of marital problems and I couldn't face them. I had come to the verge of committing suicide. But somehow somebody brought me to Baba, and ever since Baba has come into my life, I can face anything in this world. Ever since anything in this world I can face with Baba with my side, you know. I just have to tell him, Baba, help me out.
That's beautiful, Katie. That's beautiful. Abovi, Dada Tanji, you want to say something? Abovi?
Yeah.
You want to say something? Jai Baba.
I'd love to come in, but I'm just on 6%. So next time, I have a lovely letter from Money, which I would have liked to share, but I don't have just 6%. So next time, next
Okay.
Thursday.
Okay.
Thank you. Enjoy the session. Pari, I love you. Baba bless you.
Everybody is mad about Pari.
Yeah.
Jai Baba Pari.
I'd like to give you a flying kiss.
Stolen our hearts, Pari.
Okay, folks.
Pari Jan.
Okay, folks. I would like to say something now. Like Erach used to say, this is the truth, such hai, when the clock strikes, yeah? Madhusudan, in one of his bhajans, there is a line which says, ab tak to nibhaya hai, aage bhi nibha lena. Folks, I get goosebumps when I say this. God, Meher Baba, as God, has looked after us so far, thus far. Aage bhi nibha lena. And aage means what? Aage means in front in the pure translation. But to us, at least as far as I am concerned, He will look after us until we merge in Him. Avtar Meher Baba ki jai. Avtar Meher